Hi, I'm Susie Oliver with Tulsa Community College, and this is Allie. You've probably heard all about Allie from my class. She ends up getting named in a lot of assignments. So just thought you'd like to meet her. Yeah. I need to wash my hands, right? Yeah, okay, you got it. All right, today we'll be doing an introduction to Program 11. Here is the assignment in Blackboard. We've got the program instructions here in two formats, one in Word, one in PDF, and then we've got the starter file. I did update the starter file. I found a problem with one going to the next line in the wrong place. Okay, I already have instructions up. Okay, we're going to do a pet class, and we'll be using the attached starter file, and the class is going to be named pet with a capital P. The comments are telling you exactly what to do inside the file, so don't delete any of the comments. Okay, the purpose of this, we're going to create instance variables and class variables, create and call instance methods and class methods, customize classes using special methods like the LT, less than, instantiate objects using class constructors, create a list of objects, and sort a list of objects. Okay, you'll want to put, it'll already have a block of comments at the top, so you'll just need to edit it. All of the instructions are inside the file itself, the program, and then for extra credit, you can create a function that prints the title, list, and number of pets, and call that in main instead of having the same set of statements twice. And then this is the data you're supposed to use with your required screenshots. And remember to add 3 additional pets of your own. They don't have to be real pets, you can make them up. I've already downloaded the starter file and created a project file and pasted it in. Okay, so you'll want to change the last name and first name. On the copyright, leave my name in there. Read the description above. Pet class contains fields for name, pet type, and age. The age field is the age now or age of pet when it passed away. There's a static or class variable called number pets that tracks how many instances have been created. The constructor will fill all fields and add 1 to the number pets variable. The special method str will return a string when formatting. The special method lt will determine whether the object's age is less than the other's age, which will enable the sort method to work. The list of pets is created, sorted, and printed in main. Alright, so we've read the descriptions, we've done number 1. Number 2, replace the last and first in program name and author. We did that. 3, create attributes, fields, or instance variables. They're all the same thing, but I'll call them fields in the rest of this assignment, in the constructor called init for name of type string. And notice that's underscore underscore init underscore underscore. So there's 2 underscores in front and in back. And then you've got the pet type of type string and age of type int. Set them to the parameters by the same name. Remember to put self and the dot parameter in front of the field names. Here you're going to put your attributes. You do that by saying self dot name equal, and then I called this name coming in here, so I would just have name there. In Zybook, they've got things like FN for first name and LN for last name. It's okay if this variable for the parameter is the same as the attribute name. It's fine because self dot will differentiate them. And then you'll do it for self dot pet type and self dot age. Okay, here called number pets equals 0. Here we're going to add 1 to that. To use it, you need to say capital pet dot number pets plus equal 1. Okay, if you just say number pets plus equal 1, it's not going to work. Let me show you that right here. Okay, because number pets hasn't been defined. This number pets, to use it after, has to have PET period in front of it. And then the red squiggle went away. Okay, then for number 5, run the program and make sure it works. If not, fix it before moving on. You will get this kind of message. It'll say main.pet object. You have instantiated 1 pet. That first line's rather cryptic, and we'll fix that with the next step. Okay, in 6, we're going to create an str method, and it's a special method because you can tell that because of the 2 underscores in front and back. You can use this for printing the classed instance the way you want. It's currently returning its default. So if you're trying to print something as a string, if it's an object, it gives you this kind of error. Well, it's not really an error, but it's really cryptic. And if you want it to do something that's readable, you need to make an str function or method. You'll change it so that it returns a string that will look like this when printed, but don't actually print anything in the method, just return the string. So if you had name as Allie and pet type as Pomeranian and age as 2, it would print that. Okay. Both string fields should be left justified, and the name should take 10 characters. The pet type 16 characters. Age, which is an int, should be right justified and take 4 digits. All right, if you don't remember how to do all that, there's several ways to do it. You can use the format command or the F-string. I personally like the F-string better. You can use F-strings even if you aren't printing anything. I'm going to do it and show you how to make it print Allie, just Allie. Okay, so here, instead of returning this super string, you're going to have to return something else. So actually, all you really need to do is change this. Get rid of that, and then you're going to return like an F string, name, whoops, we need self.name, colon, how many did it say to be? 10 characters. And then we're supposed to have a colon, and then the pet type. I'll let you figure out how to put that in there. Okay, let's run that and see if that works. Whoops, that's not going to work without the name. So I better put name in there. Okay, so that's the first part of number 3 there. All right, let's see if that'll run. Okay, so it's printing Allie colon, and it's formatting Allie the way we wanted it. And we didn't add 1 to the number of pets, so it's still printing 0 for that, because you've got to do that right there. Okay, then number 8, fix the method called human age equivalent. Instead of returning 0, return 7 times the age field. Remember to put self and the dot operator in front of age. You just change the 0. So you're going to say 7 times the age field. So you're going to have to say self dot something there. Okay, I'm not going to do this whole thing for you. Then number 9, add human equivalent and human age equivalent to the str method so that you'll print human equivalent on the end here. Now, human equivalent is not a field, it's a method. In the str function, you'll have all this other stuff in here that you've put in. And then you're going to call self.human age equivalent. Let's see, I've got to put that inside the braces or it's not going to work. And I need to say human age equivalent. Oh, wait a minute. Put it in the wrong place. There we go. Human equivalent colon. Okay, if I run it now, it's going to give me 0, but that's okay. Whoops. Okay, line 92. Yeah, I did something wrong in here. Oh, this is a method, which is a function. Functions always have to have parentheses. Okay, so now it's got the 0 because we haven't fixed that yet. It's still returning 0 here, but at least it's showing you what that's supposed to look like. Okay, so make sure you put in that. Okay, make sure you put parentheses on there like I didn't do, or unlike what I didn't do. Okay, then run the program, make sure it works. 11, remove the triple quote before the line pets equal list and the triple quote after the line print you've instantiated so many pets. Run the program, make sure it still works. Okay, so we're going to run that. Now, ours is going to look a little weird because we don't have all that other stuff done yet. But it's printing all this stuff. Allie, human equivalent, and so forth. Okay? So it's creating all of those. Now, let's take a look and see what that does. In our main, we're taking a variable called Allie, creating an object from the pet class. Okay? An object of type pet, or we're instantiating an object of type pet. And then we're setting the name to Allie, and then the pet type to Pomeranian. And I'm kind of surprised that allows us to do that since we haven't put the pet type in there yet, and the ages too. And then we print Allie. By printing that, it now will print it out in this manner. Previously, remember, it gave that gobbledygook object, blah, blah, blah. And then here we've got pets equal list. So I've got a list called pets, plural. And then I'm going to append Allie to that list of pets because that one's already an object that's been created. Now I'm going to create a pet object using Zach's information. Zach's my toy fox terrier. He's 10 years old, or at least he was last year. And notice I could have said right there Zach equal pet paren, etc. and then said pets.append Zach. I don't have to do that though. I can create here what's called an anonymous object. It doesn't have a name, and it never will, and it never did. But it creates an object, it's unnamed, and it immediately appends it to the list, so it doesn't need a name because now its name is pets sub 1. Allie is now in pets sub 0. And then I create Charlie, and then Wishbone, Twinkle, Sandy, and Snowball. And I append all of those into pets. We're going to print the original order for pet in pets, print pet. And it'll also say you've instantiated so many pets. Number 12, define the less than operator for the class by changing the LT method. LT stands for less than. We want to define one pet is less than another using the instance's age. So change the line from return true to returning the appropriate thing. The sort method for lists uses the less than method, so it's the only operator we need to define to call sort. Okay, so we need to put some stuff in here and return either true or false depending on whether self is less than other or not. If self is less than other, if the age is less than other, we're going to return true. And it turns out all we need to do is say return self.age less than other.age, right? That's all you need to do. Because that's going to make a relational operator, a relation that returns true or false. So if the age of one pet is 2 and the other one's 4, it's going to return, if age of the first one is 2, it's going to return true. 13, remove the triple quotes before sort pets list by age, and remove the triple quote before the call to main. So we need to remove that and that. And then it's going to sort based on that less than method that we created. And so we have the same set of code here that we had here. The extra credit part, if you want to make a function for that, you can do that. And since my less than method always returns true, it's just going to leave everything in the order that it's in, but it will work. It won't blow up or anything. So it's still, oh no, wait a minute, it reversed the order because it thinks everything's less than. All right, if you have any questions on that, either put it in the Q&A forum or send me an email. And we'll go over this some more on Monday. And so if you have a lot of trouble with this, just wait until Monday and we'll go over it together, and then you can turn it in on Tuesday.